morning, Tom. I know you said that you were looking at Google Maps, but I figured that they don't always show the most updated things, or they don't have access to go into some of the better areas of the neighborhood. So, here we go. This is our entrance. There's a lot of new plants around here. We've had some issues with flooding. We had some storm drainages back up. So we have that going on here. We have that playground that's for show that no one can access because it's behind, it's gated near the model home for this neighborhood. So that's the model home right there. So this is Ensenada. This is kind of like the second tier level neighborhood. And here to the left is the Mail. For this neighborhood, behind there's a park. So that's I think one of the nicest things of this neighborhood is we have several playgrounds. So if we ever get bored of one, we can just pick a different one. The kids are happy. When we have company over, we can just walk them over to a playground, let them loose. No big deal. And something that was a selling point for us, if you notice, there are no power lines here. Everything is underground. And they went all energy efficient, so every light bulb in the neighborhood that comes stock with the house, including in the light poles there, are all LEDs. So that's something that they told us was pretty cool. I won't go through the whole section of the neighborhood here, so the video's not too long. But if you want a more comprehensive tour, let me know. I'm happy to make another one. So this was phase one of the Tres Lagos community. And I'm told that these homes had several subpar builders, so not all of them are as high quality as they may appear from the outside. And during the rains, when the water backed up, this is the part of the neighborhood that was completely flooded. So I mean, that's unfortunate for them, but I guess it happens. So across the ways there, they're having construction right now. They're going to be adding some retail space. They're planning on bringing in some doctors, a couple of shops, basic essentials that are needed for a little city. They want this to be its own self-contained city, and there's a jogger not on the sidewalk or the bike path because, of course. This is Estancia. It looks like it's open. Oh, wow. Let's see if we can go in. This one's usually closed off. This is the section of the neighborhood. I've actually never been in there. Getting a little foggy in here, huh? Not bad. So these are the quote-unquote multi-million-dollar homes. I guess they can be. I don't know that all of them are, but I mean, they are pretty big homes. Especially this one over here. Not that one. That one over there. That one's weird. Very modern looking. Anyway, I think I'm gonna turn around because there's not many. As you can see, the lots are pretty bare. Not many people by here. But other than that, I don't want the gate to close on me, then I'm stuck here explaining what the heck I'm doing in here. But these homes have the quote-unquote waterfront access, especially the ones here. So right behind this home right here, and well, this whole section is one of the lakes. Not that they have access to it. They have to go through that easement there. But if you notice that see-through fence, anyone that lives near a public area, the greenways as they call them, has to have that type of fence. So we have that at our home just because we live right next to one. So continuing our Google Maps Pro tour here. You have a huge biking community here. I think that's really cool. And I wish everyone was like this person here and staying in the bike lane. That'd be nice. Nothing against bikers, it's just I think it's safer if they stay there. So to the right this way is the bigger playground area. So as we come in through here, excuse the sunrise. I didn't plan this through, I just thought about doing it on the spot, and the sun is coming out. So this is one of the lakes right there. Oh man, this is not gonna let me show much. So that's a covered patio over there. We can just go and hang out. The lake area there. See, they're building more homes back there. There is the amphitheater up there. Go down. That's the amphitheater, another playground. That trail that goes that way is lined with covered little patios there, benches, barbecue spots, and it wraps all the way around, and then it comes back behind there. It's just a huge circle back there. We have our volleyball area there. The trail continues, more things, basketball, we have tennis as well. We have our food trucks area right here. So in the evenings, usually Thursday through Sunday, in this particular area, people hang out. They go to the park. That's the bigger playground of the neighborhood. And they come here, and we have outdoor workout equipment. People come here just to hang out, have a good time, enjoy some food from the food truck. No biggie. So across the street here is a dog park. 2 dog parks actually. Well, I say 2, that's what they sold it as, but they have like the bigger dog and the smaller dog area. So I'll come this way, try to park so you can see. So back there, behind that area is another playground. That fenced-in area is the dog park, and it stretches well beyond the other side of that building. This whole grass area is public, so you guys can come out here, play some football, frisbee, what have you. We organized a neighborhood Easter egg hunt here. Rachel really wanted to do something for the community, so she went out and bought a bunch of eggs. We decorated them, invited a whole bunch of other parents who brought some eggs, and We had a good turnout. It was like 40 parents came out. It was really nice. Just got to know a bunch of people in the neighborhood. Okay, so this way, to our left, that's the clubhouse, and we'll come back to that. This is the neighborhood that I live in. This is the Escondido neighborhood. In case you're wondering, that means hidden. I have no idea what the hell Ensenada means, so. Oh, and the gated community, that was Estancia. So this is our mailbox area right here. So this is kind of like the second tier neighborhood. Homes are a little bit more affordable here. And you'll notice some homes have very small driveways and some have very large driveways. The actual homes that you're seeing in this neighborhood, at least, I don't know about Ensenada, but in here there is 5 or 6 different styles of homes, and it's basically cookie cutter, but they customize the outside to be different. So brick, stucco, hybrid, a farmhouse style, and they have an HOA rule that says that they can't have the exact same model of home with the exact same outside veneer next to each other to help prevent it looking like it's cookie cutter homes. So while it may look a little diverse, it's really not. This part of the neighborhood that I'm taking you in was one of the first lots that sold out really quickly. So these have typically the higher end homes there. And we're going towards the back of the neighborhood here, so you can see some more of the homes. Also, the whole neighborhood is in a huge giant loop. So if you stay on this road, you're gonna end up right at the front, and I'll kind of show you that. They have different little streets that branch off, but if you're not careful, you're gonna be stuck going in a circle for a long time. That's our house right there. That one right there. I left the garage door open because I'm a monster. I'll show you the other side of our home from a different angle. Like I said, this is a huge loop. And I haven't pointed it out, but there's many places whenever you see a fence that's doubled up like that, with that entryway, that leads into a public area. So just basically an open playground area. You know, no actual playground, just an open play area. Just a field. Kids go there all the time. People who live in the houses next to them feel like that shouldn't be allowed, but I mean, that's clearly what it was meant for. So this way is our house again. That's our house. Notice you can see all the way through our backyard. That's because we, like I mentioned earlier, we live next to that public area. So it's rather nice for us because every week there's some kids that come out and play soccer there. It looks like several families come out. And since they're right next to our house and Rafa sees them, he gets to go out and play with them. All good things. This way is that public school, so we can just walk through there. It's an open area, and it leads right to the school. So no troubles there. as of right now, this section of the neighborhood, Escondido, is the only one that has 2 exits. So in Ensenada, the way that we went in is the way that we came out, and that's the only way in and out. And that, unfortunately, is the area that gets really flooded. So sometimes people are stuck in their neighborhood, waiting for the water to subside. So here we're going on our way back out to the front of the neighborhood. See, more long driveways, immediately followed by not so long driveways. So, like, this truck is the only one that really fits there. And that's all just lot size and how they felt like they wanted to angle the home. And I don't know, I didn't get the option to decide where in the lot my home was placed. They just said, that's your lot, this is the kind of home you want, we'll take care of the rest. So I'm assuming that's what happened to these other folks as well. Some of these homes, I feel like they could have more front yard or more backyard depending on where they put the home, but I'm sure there's some HOA regulations saying that the homes have to be aligned with each other or whatever. So that's the community center. You've seen it from above. Not sure if Google Maps went in here. I haven't really checked to see what all they show you. So that's the entrance. There's a gym in there, showers, bathrooms, the whole work. There's some offices in there for the employees. There's a business center, some kind of like a hotel area. This section right here directly in front of us is like a party room that we can rent out. It's basically free. You have to leave a $200 deposit, but you get it back if you clean up and nothing's broken. The pool area right there. You've seen that from above. This area back here is a security guard station, so the neighborhood security guards here monitor us. So there are cameras throughout the neighborhood, several. We know the location of some of them, but not all of them. And they just monitor, make sure everything's safe, nothing weird is happening. Even so, we have some folks in the neighborhood that like to, on their spare time, watch the video feed from their own cameras in their front yards and report suspicious activity to Facebook, to our community Facebook group, instead of calling someone. So there's that. That is that charter school, IDEA charter school. This is where Raphael got accepted, so we're excited for him to start here in a few weeks. So just I think one of the things that I love the most, well, before I get back to that, this is where that part of the neighborhood comes out. So that's that street right next to our home. And we can just walk here. But I do love how they just lined the entire neighborhood with palm trees. That's pretty neat. So up ahead is an annex that they're building for Texas A&M University. They have plans to build out pretty much a whole university there. So that'll come soon. Over here, they're going to build a church, a police station, firefighter station. They have plans to make this kind of its own self-contained community there. We have the roundabout that no one knows how to drive in for reasons. So over here, it's an empty field right now, but similar to this is a different entrance, by the way, but similar to the other entrance, this whole thing is planned to be more shops, some restaurants. They're gonna put apartments near the entrance over there. I'm not gonna go all the way over there because it's empty land. So there's the Texas A&M University. That was not here when I grew up. And excuse the shoddy camera work. Like I said, I remembered as I was driving home that you were talking about Google Maps, and I thought I'd give you a more personalized tour than what Google Maps can. I know the video's getting long. We're almost done. This is the newer part of the neighborhood this way. This used to be blocked off when we moved in back in January. But they've expanded the road this way. Well, up to here, it was good, because you have to come into that entrance of the university. But up, right around here, it was blocked off, and it wasn't even paved. So they've completed that. And when I moved in back in January, this whole side over here was just an empty lot. And in the few short months, they've filled up, I think, almost half that part of the neighborhood. This is the new subdivision that they're building out. It's called Cascada. And this also has 2 entrances into that neighborhood. It looks like they're expanding more roads off to the side. I just saw it, but I didn't show it on camera because I didn't know it was there. But yeah, these are all new palm trees that they're putting up. These were not here. I would say 3 weeks ago, these were not here. I usually like to bring my motorcycle out and just take a drive around this area because there's no cars and it's fun to go fast. But this is their model home. Interesting. Good stuff. They do eventually sell the model homes. They patch up that office space that they have in the garage, and they just rebuild it into a garage so someone can move in. And they just sold the model home in our neighborhood 2 months ago, so that was exciting. Our neighborhood is full up. It's the only one that's full. Ensenada still has some lots. Estancia has a lot of lots. This has a few lots left, but this is the fastest selling neighborhood, or subdivision I should say. They're just new constructions. I'm not sure if these are the same homes that we have in our subdivision. I know that in the other 3, they try to have different homes in each subdivision, and there was only one home type, which is the one that we have, that was available in both Ensenada and Escondido. I'm not sure if they're just continuing that same pattern here or they're completely new homes. They look kind of the same from the outside, but I don't know. I'll have to do some research into that. And again, this one is also just a huge loop. So we entered through one side of the neighborhood, and we're gonna come up to the other exit. But I mean, this one is a little more simple. There's not as many hidden little driveways here and there, but it's still a loop, so it's not so hard to get lost in this one. Alright, that's the tour of the neighborhood. Hope you liked it. I know you didn't ask for it, but I don't know. Just wanted to do a little something, since I know you mentioned that you were looking at it and you were fascinated by it. See you later, Tom.